My filmhicular career started with 1917's The Tea Drinker. It was a wonderful comedic farce of a film, and a very popular one for the time being, yes. Unfortunately, for many years, it was thought lost to time. However, in 2012, in a hostel in Guatemala, specifically in a bathroom in said hostel, a copy was found. It was a mere 5 seconds of film. It was being used as a bookmark in a copy of Kenneth Branagh's How to Build Your Own Shakespearean Herb Garden. What a wonderful piece, and interestingly enough, that was the first time ever on film it had been captured an individual drinking from a cup that they were holding themselves, and also of an individual being scolded. As a result of the popularity of this film, and my performance in it specifically, of course, the idea of the tea drinker, and particularly him getting scolded, was a popular craze. That you might be familiar with the tea drinker dance that swept the world in 1917. As far as I'm aware, it was the most memorable thing that happened that year. For the next 15 years, I was almost typecast in a way, you could say. I played the character of the tea drinker in many film productions. A lot of folk would say that my performance in it was background, ancillary, and unnecessary. However, I think they are missing the point of the character. He brought a certain je ne sais quoi to any performance, and was the focal point that anyone who saw those films at the time remember. Alas, all things cannot last, and the character of the tea drinker, famous during the silent era, suffered somewhat, if I'm being honest, from the invention of the talkies. You must understand, before this point, my performance was in silence. However, with the talkies, people could hear my visceral reactions. When that film was shown in movie theaters around the world, it was not uncommon for ambulance services to be called out from audience members fainting, or even just from members of the public concerned about my safety and well-being. My performance was that believable. With the end of the silent era and the rise of the talkies, the character of the tea drinker was left in the past. However, there was space for a brand new character, the singing director.